Test 1 2 1 2. Hello, everybody out there in streaming land on YouTube, and for those catching you on this live stream, the game will be on in about 20 minutes here. We'll be back in about 15. Start pregame festivities. You got Los Cruces High and your Hobbs Lady Eagles. Welcome one, welcome all to Tasker Arena. Tonight's matchup between the Las Cruces High School Lady Bulldogs and the Hobbs Lady Eagles. Hobbs Lady Eagles coming into this game on a little win streak here, and Lady Eagles really returned two big hitters this year. This is our first broadcast. I'm going to talk to you about the team a little bit, let you know quite a bit about the players that we do know. And I tell you what, there's no bigger factor on this court than somebody like Anaya Joseph, the 5'10", she's a sophomore outside hitter, and really saw her improve so much over the course of last season, and really is one of the returning team leaders. Of course, Wisdom Anthony, all-around athlete right there, contributes so much to the squad and is just magnificent on the serve. She's got a nice little power drop serve that is really effective, And you welcome some newcomers. You got a 5'10" freshman, and really works like an outside hitter, and that's Kendall Cunningham. And Cunningham seeing her first action in a Hobbs uniform, as a freshman this year, has shown that she's got the ability to hammer it home. Playing the Las Cruces High squad with 11 upperclassmen. This is a very good squad. It's 3-1 in the season. Their only losses to Centennial, and they definitely have some height. They got several 6-footers, 3 of them to be exact, on the team, and then they have 3 or 4 girls that are 5'11", so quite a bit of size on this Las Cruces High team. So looking at this game, we're going to have to see how we can handle that height. See if we're able to hammer it down against the girls that are probably going to come up to the net with an international block, stuff like that. You're going to have to find those angles and try to force them to come off the back line. So it's going to be interesting to see. Both teams getting warmed up out there and getting their serves in. And, of course, they're probably going to break here briefly for introductions to the national anthem. We'll be back in just a moment at the start of the game. You're listening to Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball on YouTube.com and streaming live at HobbsAmerica.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tasker Arena for tonight's non-district Championship Volleyball contest between your visiting Cruces Lady Dawgs and your own Hobbs Lady Dawgs. Introducing first the visiting team of Cruces Lady Dawgs. Number 1, Jackie Gomez-Baez. Number 3, Allegra Rango. Number 4, Cameron Rodriguez. Number 5, Vicente Morales. Number 7, Alexis Massey. Number 9, Lima Figueroa. Number 10, Isabella Barrera. Number 12, Chloe DeRuder. Number 13, Rendellyn Jackson. Number 14, Kiana Fox. And number 15, Kiki Washington. And your head coach for the Las Cruces Lady Bulldogs, a 2020 New Mexico High School Coaches Association Hall of Honor inductee, a man with over 550 plus wins in the state of New Mexico, which makes him the most winning volleyball coach in New Mexico history. Keith Hugo.
Welcome back, Tasker Arena. Both teams have been introduced and the national anthem played. Now it's time to get it on with some volleyball. Nice little presentation pregame for Coach Leopold from Las Cruces, winningest coach in New Mexico history. Got a nice gift from Coach Williams, who showed her appreciation for the man's accomplishments. And a very good coach he has been indeed. And this team is no different. It is a very strong team indeed. Lady Eagles looking to come into this one and kind of cut its teeth. You know, a young team like this, you do have 5 upperclassmen, but most of the other 8 girls are underclassmen. So you're looking to get as much experience as you can, and this is about as good as it gets in the state as far as somebody to go against to find out where you're at. The refereeing crew is getting everything set on the floor and getting the libero into the game. Cameron Cantu will be playing the libero position for the Lady Eagles. She's going to be flanked by Anaya Joseph, and so we get some of the other starters here. Wisdom Anthony, along with Hannah Souter, Kendall Cunningham, and number 5, Sarahi Gutierrez. Las Cruces will be serving to start the game. They're rotating their libero in. Number 10, Isabella Barrera. Serving here for Cruces, number 7, Alexis Massey, 6-foot junior. Couple of bounces, and she tosses up, and here we are. We're underway. Serve's going to touch the net and fall in. That's going to be a service ace right there to start the game for Cruces, and they have a 1-0 lead. Massey back behind the line. She's going to toss once again. Controlled on the back line by Cantu. Over onto the Cruces side. Cruces is going to punch it over. A diving on it. Anaya Joseph pops it up, but they can't quite control as Cunningham goes flying into the stands trying to get the ball. Good hustle there by the Lady Eagle squad, but no doing as Las Cruces gets the point. Massey serve, right hands it over. Controlled by Cantu. Gets a set. Back line to Anthony. Anthony hammers it home, and that'll be a point for the Lady Eagles. 2-1 your score. Lady Eagles gets to serve. Hannah Souter can be serving way off the back line. Substitution in. So the barrel comes out, and into the game comes Jayla David. Souter steps up. Tosses, fires, knocks it over. Controlled backside Cruces. Cruces hammers down and right at the net. That is going to be a nice little international block by number 6, number 4. That's Jayla David and Wisdom Anthony in tandem. And the Lady Eagles get another point. 2-2 your score here early. Souter to serve. Right hands it up, fires it over. Cruces control, pops it up. Sets it back. Once again blocked at the net. Cunningham and David block it, but it's going to be out of bounds, and that'll be a Las Cruces point. Mackenzie Thurman serving here for Cruces. Thurman spins it off the right hand and fires. Controlled by the libero, Cantu, but it's going to be into the net. Sadahi Gutierrez tries to dig it out. It's going to end up into the stands, and that is a point for Cruces. 4-2 your score. Cruces has doubled up the Lady Eagles so far. Thurman's pitches it, fires. Controlled by the Lady Eagles. Here's Cunningham's Cunningham's attack. And Cunningham's going to put it into the bottom half. That's going to be a point for the Las Cruces because Cunningham got into the net. 5-2. Cunningham had a nice little attack there with the right hand on the punch over, but unfortunately couldn't do anything with it. Lady Eagles having troubles getting it up off the net, but they do get it over. Here's the attack from Cruces, blocked at the net into the stands, and that's another Cruces point. 6-2 here to score early. Mackenzie Thurman still doing the serving duties here for the Las Cruces squad. Right hands it over, controlled off the back line. Here's a nice set. Anthony off the right hand, controlled by Cruces. Sets it off the back to Thurman. Thurman hammers it down, dug out by Joseph. Over to Cunningham. Cunningham to the back line. They're going to call it in, and that'll be a point for the Lady Eagles. It's now 6-3. Cunningham rotates over and will be doing the serving duties here. Cunningham way back. Probably going to be a jump serve here. And here it is with the right hand into the net, but it's going to go over, and it's going to end up hitting one of the Cruces players. That is Isabella Barrera. She was trying to decide whether it was out and in, couldn't quite get out of the way, and Cunningham gets another point for the Lady Eagles. Cunningham again on the back line. Steps up, hops, and fires it over. Nice serve by Cunningham. Can't be handled by Cruces. And another Hobbs Lady Eagle point. 2 service winners right there for Cunningham. And it's now 6-5. Cunningham steps up, jumps, knocks it over. And that one's going to be past the back line, and that'll be a point for Cruces on the service error. Cruces leading 7-5 here in the first game. Best 2 out of 3 today. Off the back line. Right hands it over. Nice set there from Gutierrez. It's going to be controlled at the line, and they're going to bunch it back and forward, but Lady Eagles get under the net, and that'll be a point for Cruces. Cruces to serve. Here's Mislith Morales. Controlled backline Cantu. Back set. It's going to go to Nia Joseph. She hammers it over. Las Cruces can't do much. They give it back to the Lady Eagles. Here's the attack. Anthony's going to try to push it over with the right hand feint touch, and it's going to be knocked down by Cruces, and that's a point for Cruces. 9-5 your score. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break here too. You're listening to Lady Eagles Volleyball on YouTube.com and HobbsAmerica.com. Welcome back. 9-5 your score. Cruces lead. Here's Miss Zelth Morales to serve for Cruces. Fires it over with the right hand, controlled by Cantu. Set up. Jimenez is going to come back as Jimenez sets it up for David. David has it blocked at the net, and that's a Cruces point. Cruces is tall, and they know how to control the front line of that net. Here's the right hand from Morales. Backline controlled Joseph. They're going to back set it to Joseph, who tries to just push it over and hits it into the net. And that gives Cruces an 11-5 lead. Morales, the right hand into the net. And that service error results in a point for the Lady Eagles. 11-6 your score here. And that'll bring Anthony to the back line to serve, and Anthony's got a good one. Anthony jump serve back line. Watch that ball fall. Almost an ace there. All they could do is pop it up, and it popped it up right into the hands of Anaya Joseph, who hammers it down. Joseph with the kill there. And Anthony back to serve again, now trailing only by 4. Tosses up, runs up, knocks it over. Cruces controls, set, back in, hammer. And number 7 on the hammer, that's Alexis Massey. And that is a Cruces point. Lena Figueroa to serve here with a 12-7 lead for Cruces. Pushes it over with the right hand, controlled off the back line. Nice set from Jimenez. Here comes the hammer, and it's hammered down from Anaya Joseph. Right hands it and fires it toward the back line. Can't be controlled by Cruces, and that is a Hobbs point. 12-8 to score, and here comes Cantu to serve. Cantu steps up, jumps, fires. Going to be toward the back line, and it's out of play. That'll be a point for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs wearing their red jerseys and the red, white, and blue jersey for the libero. Serves it over, right hand into the net. Lady Eagles control, but it's going to be right to a Cruces player who pushes it down into the open part of the floor, and that's a point for the Bulldogs. Isabella Barrera, the libero, doing the serving duties here. Having a little trouble getting the ball over to Barrera to serve. Barrera right hands it up, fires with the right hand. Controlled off the back line. Nice set from Jimenez. Here comes Joseph, who steps under the line, and that'll be a Bulldog point. Barrera serving again, this time leading by 7. Steps up with the right hand. Cantu tries to control. It's dug out. Hobbs has to send it over. Cruces gets a set. Backside hammer on the line. They're going to call it in. Alexis Massey, the left hand, fires it home. 16-8 your score. Barrera stood in control here. The toss, the jump, and the serve. Hobbs just has to play it back over to the other side. Here comes the set. Cruces to attack. It's going to come off the fingertips at the net, and that'll be out of bounds. That'll be a point for Cruces. Hobbs making a substitution here. Lady Torres going to the back line. That'll bring Wisdom Anthony out of the game. Barrera once again fires the right hand, controlled, but into the stands. Hobbs has to punch it over. They do so. Backside attack. It's going to go over, and Cruces controls once again on a touch. Attack's going to be blocked, but unfortunately blocked out of bounds. Another point for Cruces. Did a good job preventing the attack, but they just didn't get the angle of the block there. Barrera working the far side. Seems like she's been serving here forever. 18-8 the score. Right hands it, and they're going to call that in. It's going to say it landed on the back line, and that'll be a point for Cruces. Coach Williams wants to talk it over. 19-8 your score. Cruces leads. You back in just a moment on YouTube.com and HobbsAmerica.com. Welcome back, 19-8 your score. Las Cruces High leading your Lady Eagles. We're in the first set of action, and Barrera is still back there to serve. Isabella Barrera gets the signal from the ref, steps up and fires. Controlled by Joseph. Set back to Joseph. She's going to hammer it, dug out by Cruces. Barrera. Backside set for Massey. She just has to punch it over. Controlled by the Lady Eagles. Here comes Jimenez's set once again for Anthony. She goes with a feint, nothing doing there. Backside set there for Massey. So check that. That's Jacqueline Gomez Gallegos, and she's going to hammer it with the left hand, and that's a point for Cruces. Here's a serve from Barrera. Good serve, dug out by Cantu. Set from Jimenez. Joseph hammers it home. Play at the net. Back into Cruces' hand. Opposite side attack, and it's going to be in. This time by Massey. And Cruces has another point. It's 21-8. Barrera again to serve. She hits it with the same hand she tosses with, which is rare. Serve off the back line. Hobbs can't control. As Lady Torres is trying to punch that back into the air and couldn't do so. 22-8 the score here. Here's Barrera with the right hand. Controlled nicely, but put over the net. Little action at the net. It's going to be back set for Joseph. Back into the hands of Joseph on the dig. And then end up two players from Cruces will run into each other. And Hobbs will get the point and a chance to serve. Score is 22-9 here for set action here. Gutierrez to serve for the Lady Eagles. Tosses, fires. Nice little serve into the back half. Sets it back up. Hobbs controls. Cantu over to Joseph. Joseph hits it off the back line. And a good job doing it. As Jacqueline Gomez Gallegos can't control it, and Hobbs gets a point. That cuts the lead to 12. It's 22-10. Here's Gutierrez. Dug out by Cruces. Gomez Gallegos hammers it toward the back line. That one's out, and it's another Hobbs point. Gutierrez right hands it over again. Cruces controlled backside. Goes to Gomez Gallego. She's going to touch it over. Dug out by Gutierrez. Can't two sets. Anthony just has to go over the net. Cruces to set. They're going backline set. It's going to get pushed over. Controlled by the Lady Eagles. Gutierrez sets it up for Kendall Cunningham. Cunningham with the right hand. And that one's down for another Hobbs point. And the lead's now cut to 10. Gutierrez has done a good job of keeping Las Cruces just a little off balance with that serve. Backline serve is too far. And that'll be a point for Cruces, and we'll exchange the side that the ball is going to be tossed up and served upon. (23-12) your score here. Cruces. Cameron Rodriguez serves it into the net. Hobbs gets a point, and they now only trail 23-13. Nia Joseph is going to be doing the serving duties here. She's rotated to the back half. Joseph gets the go-ahead, and she's going to step up and jump serve it over. Dug out, but into the stands and out of bounds. That'll be a point on the service ace for Joseph, and now she's cut the lead to 9. The Eagles trying to come back here. Here's Joseph's serve. She's going to punch it up over and long, and that'll be a point for the Lady Bulldogs, 24-14. Lady Bulldogs smelling blood here, 1 point away from taking the first set. Serves over. Dug out by Anthony. Back set for Joseph, and Joseph's going to stick one over the net. Into the hands of Cameron Rodriguez, who can't handle it, and that's a Hobbs point. 24-15. Steps and fires. Off the back line, that'll do it. That'll be the end of the first game. Your score, 25-15. We'll be back for game 2 in just a moment. Welcome back. Set 2. Lady Eagles to serve here. Anthony, nice serve there. Into the hands of Cruces. Little play at the net, and it's going to be knocked down by the Lady Eagles. Then they get the first point of the second game. Mass substitutions there for Cruces. Anthony to serve, steps up with the right hand, fires it over, controlled back line Isabella. Morales, excuse me. It's going to be off to the right side. Lady Eagles push it over. Cruces to control. Back set, hammered down. Dug out by Cantu. Right hand to Joseph. Joseph pushes it up. Nice serve. Cruces has to punch it over, though. Diving play by Cunningham. Joseph pushes it over with the right hand. Back set near side. And Alexis Massey is going to use the right hand to fire it into the Hobbs deck. She put a lot on that one. It might be a little dent in the parquet. Massey to serve. Right hands it over. Dug out Kentu. Play at the net. It's going to fall on the Hobbs side as Gutierrez can't quite get enough jump on that to push it over. And that'll be a point for Cruces. Massey again with the right hand. Anthony pushes it up. And Joseph tries to come over and sky up with the right hand and push up against the block, but could not get it over. Don't quite get the perfect set here. It is hard to put it down against this Cruces squad. Here's the right hand. Anthony digs it out. Set for Joseph, and Joseph's going to hammer it wide. And that'll be a 4-1 lead for Cruces here. Massey still serving. Fires it with the right hand. Anthony pushes it up. Joseph sends it over. Here comes the Las Cruces attack, and it's going to be cupped. And that'll be a Hobbs point. It's now 4-2. Here's Cantu. Off the back line with the right hand, she serves it up. Cruces digs it out, but right into the Hobbs side. They're going to hammer it, and Cruces finds a way to put that one back in the air. Here's Morales on the attack. Comes to Hobbs. Joseph sends to the back line. Morales attacking again. Feint. Joseph digs it out. Back set for Anthony, and it's going to be pushed back over. Anthony does a very athletic play to put it back up. And then it goes into the hands of Jackson. Jackson hammers it. And they don't know what happened on that one. It went to the far side, and nobody knows whether it was touched or not. And they're going to call that no point. So that's going to stay 4-2 here. And line judge couldn't make a call. The referee didn't make a call, and so we just played over. A lot of action for nothing. Here's Cruces on the set. Touches it up, and they're going to say one of the Hobbs players got under the net, and that'll be a point for Cruces. Mackenzie Thurman here serving for Cruces. Thurman with the right hand. That's going to be a double hit because it's going to go off a Cantu into Anthony's hands, and then Anthony has to hit it a second time and knock it over. Point for Cruces. 6-2 your score, Cruces serving. Thurman fires it with the right hand. Dug out by Joseph. Here's Gutierrez. Anthony's going to push it to the back end. And what a play. Anthony pushes it over and put it where Cruces couldn't handle it, and Anthony wins us the point. 6-3 your score. Here's Gutierrez to serve. Gutierrez into the net. Takes the count to 7-3. Cruces leads. Cruces serves backside. Controlled by Souter. Here's Gutierrez. Back set for Anthony. Anthony's going to send it just long, and it's 8-3. Serves into the Hobbs half. Joseph has to push it over. She can't find the court, though. And that'll be a point for Cruces. Timeout on the floor. Coach Williams wants to talk things over. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball on YouTube.com and HobbsAmerica.com. Welcome back, 9-3 your score. Lady Bulldogs up on your Lady Eagles. Bulldogs to serve. Morales right hands it over, controlled by Cantu. Set by Gutierrez. Joseph on the attack, puts it down on the floor. All Cruces can do is put it over. Nice little play digging it out. Here's the attack from Cunningham. She gets a kill on the right side. Cunningham right hands it off of the Lady Bulldog defense. Your score 9-4. Serving on the backside. That'll be Joseph. Here comes the Cruces attack. Gutierrez has to pop it up. Joseph goes into the stands looking for it. Good hustle there by Joseph. Nothing doing. Number 9, Lena Figueroa enters the game. She's serving for the Lady Bulldogs. Figueroa with the right hand over. Here's Cantu. Cantu to Joseph. Joseph's going to set it for Anthony. Anthony has to step into one. Cruces back sets it. Here's the attack from Morales. Dug out. Joseph has to go diving for it to keep it alive. Joseph finds Anthony, who sends it over. Cruces makes another attack. Cunningham goes up for the block. Does a good job on it. Unfortunately, her block doesn't find the court. Seemed like that was in the air for a long time. 11-4 your score here. Cruces still serving. Figueroa to Anthony. Cantu sends it over. Here's the set. Morales is going to set it up. It's going to be dug down and killed by number 14, Kiana Washington. Washington, the recipient of a nice set there from Morales. 12-4 your score. Right hand sends it to the back line. Anthony brings it up. Here's the attack from Anthony. And Barrera goes and digs it out long. But woo, what a hit from Anthony. And I could not believe Barrera even got a paw on that one. Point for the Lady Eagles, 12-5. Serve comes across. Here's Lady Bulldogs on the attack. They're going to have to feint it over. Dug out by Gutierrez. Joseph sets it up for Anthony. Anthony goes to the back line. A feint right in the middle of the defense. Alexis Massey, instead of setting it, found the heart of the Lady Eagle defense with a little feint set. She pushes it over right into the middle of the floor. It's a point for Cruces. That's a smart play there from Massey, who's just a junior. Here's Barrera. Dug out by Cantu. Sets it up. David pushes it over. She's going to have it blocked, and that'll be a point for Cruces. Jayla David getting some advice there from Coach Williams. Here's the attack from Barrera. Cantu digs it. Nice set there. Here's Cunningham with the right-hand hammer. Comes to the net, and they're going to double hit at the net. That'll be Lady Eagles ball and a point. 14-6. Cunningham to serve back line. Cunningham steps, fires, hits the net. Cruces has to go to the floor. They send it over on the attack, but they can't find court, and that's a Lady Eagle ball and a point. Cunningham serving back half. Fires it with the right hand. Nice serve. Morales digs it out. Gets a set backside for Gomez Gallegos. She pushes it over. Hobbs on the attack. Sets it up, and Anthony hammers it home with the right hand. And that cuts the lead to 14-8. Woo! Anthony with the powerful right hand there. Cunningham still doing the serving duties. Cunningham jumps, fires into the net, and that'll switch the momentum back. And it's 15-8. Cameron Rodriguez to serve for the Lady Dawgs. Rodriguez on the back line. Fires with the right hand. Lady Eagles dig it out. Anthony pushes it to the backside. Here's a set. Here's the attack from Morales. Anthony puts it back over onto the other side. Back up. Near side. Lady Eagles dig it out again. Wisdom Anthony tries to go up, push it over with the right hand. Can't quite get there. Rodriguez to serve. Pushes it over. Lady Eagles dig it out. Joseph sends it over. A set pushed home by Thurman. Lady Eagles on the attack. Here comes Anthony. And Anthony pushes it down with the right hand. 16-9. After the rotation, here's Anthony to serve. Anthony jumps, right hands it into the net, and another service error is another point for Cruces. Served by Massey, and that one's going to be a service error, and Lady Eagles with control. 17-10 your score. Lady Eagles hanging in there, trying to keep this one close. Cantu off the backside. Cantu's serve is over. Los Cruces pops it up. They're going to have to send this one across and do so. Here's Moreno's attack. Cantu controls. Back set for Joseph, blocked at the net. Dug out. Cantu sets Joseph up again. She sends it to the back line. Popped up. Cruces is going to attack. Here comes the set from Gutierrez. Here comes the hammer from Joseph, not there. Back set for Anthony. Anthony sends it home, and Barrera can't get down there. Anthony wins the point for the Lady Eagles. Timeout on the floor. Cruces wants to have a talk. We'll be back in just a moment on YouTube.com and HobbsAmerica.com. Welcome back. 17-11 score here in the second set. Cruces won the first. Hobbs trailing here, and Hobbs serving. Trying to keep this one close. Here's a Cantu serve. Back line travels too far, and it's 18-11. Thurman getting to attack here for the serve on Cruces' side. Puts it into the net. Gives it right back to the Lady Eagles. It's 18-12. Gutierrez off the back line. She has a nice serve. Right hands it. Sends it to the back half. Here's the attack. Here's Morales. Morales sends it long. Hobbs gets the point, cuts the lead to 5. Gutierrez. Right hands it over again. Nice dropping shot. Big set, backside Morales, and this is going to go off the hands of the defense into the stands, but that's a point for Cruces. Midzelf Morales serving here for Lady Bulldogs. She right hands it, pushes it over, controlled, Lady Eagles. Backside set. Joseph with the hammer on the right side. Got a nice set there. And Joseph puts it home for the point. And it keeps the Eagles, Lady Eagles within 5. Earns with the right to serve, too. Joseph awaits her signal. Joseph fires it. Drops in. Right into the net. Cruces is just going to have to send it over. Cantu digs. Big set there. It's going to be hit home as Anthony puts it off the hands of the Las Cruces defense, and the lead's cut to 4. Red Eagles battling here in game 2. Joseph's offering, and that one's going to be just wide and called out of bounds. That'll be a point for Cruces. Cruces to serve. Lena Figueroa sends it over. It's out of bounds. Point for the Lady Eagles, trailing by 4, and they get the ball back to serve. Hannah Sauter do the serving duties here. This is a junior setter, defensive specialist. With the right hand. Barrera digs it out. There's Gomez Gallegos. Going to be blocked at the net. Hobbs Lady Eagles doing a great job controlling the net there, and they've cut the lead to 3. You can see the battle here. They're trying to get back in this one. Sauter's serve. Over the net. Play at the net. Dug out there by Cruces. Sends it backside. Cruces is going to send it over. It's going to be slapped back by Cunningham. Attack Gomez Gallegos. Ball's loose. Pushed over. Lady Eagles keep it alive. Cruces, short set. Blocked at the net. Cruces still keeps it up. Back set. Attack on the back line. Here's Joseph. It goes far side. Gets hit. And here comes Wisdom Anthony. And it's long. Anthony sends it wide. And now they trail 21-17. Barrera serving on the backside. Donning the red, white, and blue libero outfit. Here's Barrera's offering. Cantu sends it up. Back set from Gutierrez, hammered down. Cruces controls. Here's Gomez Gallegos, controlled by the Lady Eagles. Joseph sends it to the net. Nobody can get there. And that is a point for Cruces. Cruces on the attack. Here's the serve. Cantu digs. Gets hit as sets. Backside Joseph pushes over with the right hand. Here's the attack. Far side. Going to be into the stands as Gomez Gallegos hammers it off of a Hobbs Lady Eagle power. 23-17 your score. They're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a moment. Here's the Hobbs Lady Eagle volleyball on hobbsamerica.com and youtube.com. Welcome back. Both teams back on the court quickly here. I'm trying to break up the rhythm here of Lady Dawgs. Lady Dawgs trying to close out the second game, or set rather. Barrera backline attack. Out of bounds, sent back by Cunningham. Attacked by Joseph. This one's going to be long. Confusion here on the scoring. I didn't see what happened. I think they're going to give that to the Lady Eagles. 23-18. Saw flags go two different directions, and both referees went two different directions, but they gave the point to the Lady Eagles. Here's Cunningham's right hand into the net, and now Cruces is 1 point away. Cruces sending in Cameron Rodriguez to the serving duties here. Cruces faithful, clapping and getting into this. Right hands it over, and it's going to be a faint serve. It's going to be right in the heart of the defense, and Joseph can't get to that one, and that'll be game two, 25-18. Back with more action in just a moment. Listen to Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball on hobbsamerica.com and youtube.com. Welcome back. Set number 3. First 2 sets goes to the Lady Bulldogs of Las Cruces. Las Cruces to serve here in the 3rd set. Right hand serve. Cantu digs it out. Hammered at the net. David does a great job digging it out. Las Cruces controls. Backside Morales. Knocked up by Anthony. Right hand to Kendall Cunningham. She can't put it in. And that'll be a point for Cruces. One nothing here in the 3rd set. On the attack, back line misses. Lady Eagle gets a point on the service error from Alexis Massey. Cantu to serve for the Lady Eagles. Cantu steps up. Right hands it over. Herrera digs it out. Massey sets. Morales backside. Lady Eagles can't control it. And control goes back over to the Lady Bulldogs. 2-1 your score. Lady Bulldogs on the attack. Here's Mackenzie Thurman. Thurman's right hand. Backside. Lady Eagles trying to control it. That's Joseph sends it over. Big set for Morales. Morales goes for the back line and misses. 2-2 your score. Lady Eagles to serve off the backside. Here comes Gutierrez. Gutierrez right hands it. Bulldogs control. It's going to go over into the Hobbs side. We're going to hammer down. Bulldogs dig it out. Here's the attack from Morales. Anthony gets it. Here comes Cunningham. Pushes it far side. Gets a big set. Here's Morales again. This one's going to go on the far side. Dug out by Wisdom Anthony again. Morales on this attack is not stopped. Nobody can get to that one. She put it where we ain't. Cruces to serve. Mitzelf Morales doing the serving duties here. And she's a big hitter. Morales has been all over the place today. 3-2 Cruces lead. Right hands it over. This one's into the stands. Bounces around. Anthony gets it closer to the net. Hobbs sends it over from Souter. Short attack. Anthony gets it. Cantu runs it down. Hobbs just has to go over the net. They do so. Attack at the net. Goes backside. He gets a big hit from number 13, Brendalyn Jackson. And Jackson gets the point for Cruces. Jackson is senior 5'11", outside hitter. Morales continues to serve. Steps up, tosses it across. Gutierrez sets Joseph. Near side, Morales off the back line, and this one's going to be into the net. Lady Eagles get the point. Lady Eagles to serve. That's Joseph back there. A nice serve from Joseph. Gets the point on the service winner. Cruces could not control. Score tied at 4 here in the 3rd set. Joseph continuing to attack. Right hands it. Nice serve there. Controlled by the Lady Bulldogs. Sets it back. Knocked over. Slap to the near side. Here's the attack. It's going to be feinted over. Controlled by Lady Bulldogs. Sets a back attack for Morales. Morales takes it off of Joseph, who sends it up. And she did a good job digging it out, but it hit the top rafter and changed directions, and nobody could get there. What you going to do, you know? 5-4 your score. Figueroa sends it over. Big hammer there by Wisdom Anthony. Dug out twice by Cruces here. Two big plays by the Lady Eagles are negated by a good dig. Here's Anthony's third attack. This one's going to be knocked into the stand. She says, no more of this. We're getting the point this time. Hobbs had two really solid attacks, and Cruces just finds a way to dig it out. Souter to serve. Sends it over. Right to the Lady Bulldogs on that return. And they send it up for a nice little block there, and the Lady Eagles get the point. 6-5, Lady Eagles lead here in the third. Backside attack from Gomez Gallegos, dug out by David. Right side, Anthony just sends it over. Short set, punched over. Lady Eagles deal. Here's Anthony. Stutter step. Anthony finds an angle on that one. Barrera went rolling for it. Nothing doing, and Lady Eagles up 7-5 here. Lady Eagles to serve. Souter sends it. Lady Eagles have it pushed right back to the center court, and that's a point for the Lady Bulldogs. Lady Bulldogs serving back half. Here's Barrera. Barrera jump serves it. Cantu digs. Punched up. Anthony off the back line attack. It sends deep. Here comes Morales. Morales, they let that one go, and Morales sends it long. And Lady Eagles pick up another one. Leading 8-6 here. Lady Eagles serving. Bringing in number 9, Leilani Clay, to do the serving duties here. Clay steps up. Sends the right hand deep, no good. Just a bit long. And that drops the lead to 8-7. It's now 1 point. Cameron Rodriguez serving here for the Lady Bulldogs. Rodriguez is offering. It's going to be wide. Another point for the Lady Eagles. It's 9-7. Here, and jump serve from Anthony. Back line attack. Barrera does what she can with it. They push it over. Here's a set from Gutierrez. Joseph goes up high. Dug out. Doing what they can. Here comes Morales. Nice punch by Morales. Anthony did all she could just to put it up there. And Morales just powers that one home. Here's the Lady Bulldogs. With the right hand, sends it over. They're trailing 9-8 to the Lady Eagles. Here's Anthony's attack, and it's going to be long. And the game is knotted up at 9 apiece. Good looking attack there. Just couldn't quite find the line. Here's the attack. On the serve, it's going to be sailing far. As Massey can't find the court. Lady Eagles now leading 10-9. Cantu serve, dug out by Barella. Here's Morales, and that one's going to be long again. Lady Eagles now with a 2-point lead. It's 11-9. Stacey Williams calmly coaching out there, encouraging the girls. Cantu's attack. This one's going to sail wide. An easy point there for Cruces on the service miss, and it's 11-10. There's the serve from Thurman into the net. Lady Eagles get a point here. They'll bring Gutierrez into the picture. Gutierrez takes the palm, fires it over. Back set, Morales. Anthony does everything she can going to the floor. Big hit from Morales, and that's a point for the Cruces Lady Dawgs. 12-11 your score. Cruces brings Gomez Gallegos back in the game. Meslith Morales serves off the back line. That one's close, but nothing doing. It's far. It's close, but way long. Hobbs on the attack and the serve, and that one's going to be long too as Joseph can't find the court. Takes the lead down to 13-12. Cruces waiting for permission to serve. Now they get it. Figueroa sends it. Near side. Anthony sends it to the back line. Cruces controls. It's going to be blocked at the net as Gallegos comes up with a big attack, and that'll be a Hobbs point as Gallegos gets into the net. 14-12 Hobbs lead. Here's Souter to serve. Souter drops one in. Bumped up, knocked down, and Cruces with the kill. Number 7, Alexis Massey. She's the one that powered that one home. That's the way it's supposed to look, folks. Dig, set, hammer. Here's Barrera. The right-hand attack, dug out by Cantu. Set by Gutierrez. Here comes Anthony right in the middle of the floor. She put a little heat in that one. And it's 15-13. Anthony's getting better as this game goes along. Here's Cunningham to serve. Steps up, right hands it over. And that was going to be a service winner off the hands of Morales. And Lady Eagles now with a 16-13 lead. Cruces girls encouraging each other, trying to wake up here. Cunningham to serve again. Cunningham fires over, and we got a whistle before play starts as the ball ends up on the court. So Cunningham has to do that over. Cunningham operating with a 3-point lead here. Cunningham steps, hits the right hand long, and that makes it 16-14. Backside. Here comes the serve from Rodriguez. Cantu tries to go up with two hands and punch it back up and didn't quite get there. That's the lead to 1. Rodriguez serving, trying to tie it up here. Cruces won the first 2. I was trying to fight back here in the third. Rodriguez is offering. Cantu pushes it up. Into the hands of number 5, Stadahi Gutierrez. She didn't set it this time. Stadahi just found a way to push it in to the heart of the defense, and Cruces couldn't handle. Here's Anthony. She's a good server. Right hand drops it in there. Dug out by Cruces. Far side set. Morales blocked at the net. Still up. They punched across. Hobbs looking for the near side. It's Joseph. And Joseph goes down the line with it. That one's going to be in. Lady Eagles with a 3-point lead here late in the third. Here's the attack, and this one's going to not be touched. So she gets a redo. Here's the toss, the serve. Dug out by Cruces. Back set Morales. Cantu gets it. Here's Anthony. Anthony hammers it. Cruces controls. Cruces sets Morales. She's going to punch it over on a running feint. Near side is Joseph. Joseph finds the parquet. She puts it down in the middle of the court. And it's 19-15. Timeout on the floor. We're back in 1 minute. You're listening to Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball on YouTube.com and HobbsAmerica.com. Welcome back. 19-15 your score. Hobbs to serve here with the right hand. And good job by Anthony on that one. Gets the service winner. And it's 20-15. Hobbs threatening here in the third. You smell comeback. Anthony puts that one into the net. Sends it over. Here's Los Cruces to serve. It's Gomez Gallegos. Check that. It's Massey. Massey fired one in. Set by Gutierrez. Hammered by Joseph. Dug out. Ball still up. They're going to go over with it. Cunningham. Gutierrez, right side. Joseph. Joseph sticks it into the arms of the defenders. They can't handle, and that'll be a Hobbs point. 21-16. You can feel a different hop at the step of the Lady Eagles here. Here's Cantu. Backside control. They set it, try to feint it over. Nothing there on the deep. Dug out. Still alive, and they're going to get 4 hits. Lady Eagles get the point. It's 22-16. Lady Eagles trying to survive. Earn themselves another set. Here's Cantu. Back set. Morales, and she fires that one into the back half of the Hobbs defense. Nobody's able to get to it. And it's 22-17. Here's Mislith Morales. Check that. That's Thurman serving. Little play at the net. Here comes backside Joseph. Joseph, man, getting hot here in the second half. Joseph pushes that one down, and it's 23-17. Gutierrez to serve. She's got it on the palm, fires it over. Gutierrez serves long. 23-18. Cruces pulls within 5. Here's Los Cruces. Morales sends it over. Cantu digs. Bumped up. Set for Joseph. She pushes it over. Far side set. Gomez Gallegos. He handles that one very cleanly. That's 23-19. Timeout on the floor. They want to talk things over. Back in a minute. You're listening to Hobbs Lady Eagle Volleyball on YouTube.com and HobbsAmerica.com. Welcome back. Cruces serving. It's 23-19. Lady Eagles lead. Cruces trying to hold on to the two set lead. Trying to finish it off here in the third. Hobbs trying to start the comeback. Cantu sends it over. Cruces controls. Big set, backside. Gallegos Gomez off the hands of Anthony. Cantu sends it up. Joseph pushes it over. Comes up. Far side again. This time Gomez Gallego can't handle it. And that'll be a Hobbs point, and it is set point here for Hobbs, 24-19. Crowd getting into it. They're clapping. Hobbs trying to earn themselves a little more play tonight here. Here's the serve, dug out by the Cruces. Far side, sent down, Massey on the attack. Here comes Joseph. And we have one call in, one call out. And referee shaking his head. A little discussion going on. That'll be a Hobbs point. It looks like this one's over. And we will go to game 4. We're back in a minute. Which is HobbsAmerica.com and YouTube.com. Welcome back. Hobbs to serve. We're in the fourth game. Hobbs is trailing 2-1 here. Wisdom Anthony to get us underway. Anthony's right hand, dug out by Barrera. Set up. Here's Morales, and Morales is going to score the first point for Cruces here. Here's a serve from Cruces. Anthony pushes it up. They're going to send it over to Joseph. Joseph getting hot here. In game 3, she was a force, and now game 4, she starts off where she left. Cantu to serve. Cantu with the right hand. Into the net. And that'll be a point for Cruces. It's 2-1. Right-handed over by Cruces. Set from Gutierrez. Hammered again by Joseph, and she is just hot here in games 3 and 4. Joseph doing a great job keeping the Lady Eagles in this one. 2-2 your score. Let's get Gutierrez to serve. Sends it over. Big set, Morales right side, and this one's going to be a point for the Lady Eagles. Check that, it'll be a Cruces point. I thought one of the Cruces players got into the net, and it was a Hobbs player that got into the net. 3-2 Cruces. Here's a big serve, and this one's going to go into the basketball goal that's put up as they can't quite control it. It's 4-2 Cruces. Cruces serving up 4-2. Cantu digs. Here's going to be Gutierrez. Gutierrez goes to Joseph. Joseph pushes it over. Goes to Gallegos Gomez. And that one's going to be blocked but out of bounds. That'll be a point for Cruces. Serve, dug out. Nice little diving save there by Anthony. Joseph puts it into the Cruces half. Backline attack from Morales. Boy, she has got some power from back there. Dug out, but unfortunately the Lady Eagles can't do anything with it. 6-2. Tell you what, I am impressed with this Morales girl. And she's here to serve. Right hands it over. Set up, Gutierrez to Anthony. Anthony with the hammer on the right side. She says, anything you can do, I can do better. Anthony puts the point on the board, and it's 6-3. Joseph to serve here for the Lady Eagles. Serve right hand into the attacking half. Cruces is just going to have to send it over, but they did it with a lot of power, and that one goes off of one player's hands into Gutierrez's head, and Lady Eagles didn't quite know what to do with that one. It's 7-3. Cruces to serve. Cantu digs it, but it's going to be very deep. Ran down by Joseph, sent over. Short attack. They're going to push it to the back half. Joseph sends it into the Cruces defense. Here's Anthony, and Anthony has to take a weird angle at it. Can't quite get into it like she wants to, and that one's into the net. That's a Cruces point. Cruces up 8-3 here. Figueroa is still serving. Right hands it. Cantu. Sent over. Here's Barrera. Barrera sets it up. Running feint. Nice shot there by Alexis Massey. Massey took 2 steps on the run and was able to push it over. Coach Williams wants to stop the momentum here. It's 9-3 Cruces. We're back in one moment. You're listening to Hobbs Lady Go Volleyball on HobbsAmerica.com and YouTube.com. Welcome back, 9-3. Here's Cruces serving. Cantu sends it up. Gutierrez back to Joseph. Back set for Gomez Gallegos, and she's going to put that one off of a Hobbs player for a point. It's 10-3. Pushed over by the Lady Dawgs. Running push by Joseph. Hobbs gets the ball back. Kendall Cunningham on the attack. Barrera digs it out. Set backside. Gomez Gallegos into the Hobbs half, and that's another point there. It's 11-3. Figueroa still serving. Gutierrez back to Joseph. Joseph sends it over. Right-handed by the Las Cruces Lady Dawgs, and that's going to be out, and the Hobbs point. 11-4 your score here. We're in game 4. Hobbs trailing 2-1 in the game score. Souter right-hands it over. And that'll be a service ace by Souter as Barrera goes down for it, but can't quite get it. Souter to serve again, trailing by 6. And this one's going to be into the net. That'll be a Las Cruces point, and they get the service. (12-5) Cruces leads here, and here's Barrera to serve. Right hands it. And this one's going to be into the stands. And I tell you what, Cunningham made a hell of a play from the stands. Wow, Kendall Cunningham diving into the stands. And not only did she get it, she got the angle where it come over the net. Cruces is arguing that it didn't quite go over the net, that they came from another angle. And we got a discussion on the floor. Nobody's saying any different. Looks like it's going to be a Hobbs point. Cruces arguing the call to no avail. It's 12-6. Either way, that was a great play by Cunningham. What hustle for the freshman. Served by Araceli Torres. That one's going to be long. And it's 13-6 now. Here's Cameron Rodriguez, serves it over. Lady Eagles have a big collision there. Gutierrez and Joseph. And looks like both are okay. They get up, but the timeout is on the floor. 14-6 your score. We'll be back in a moment. HobbsAmerica.com, YouTube.com. Welcome back. Cruces serving. Cantu digs out. Near side. Here comes the attack from Anthony. Barrera goes up for it. Pushed over by the Lady Dawgs. Backline attack from Joseph. Dug out. There's a big play at the net. Pushed over. Ball still up. Near side. Wisdom Anthony goes for the hammer, and that one's going to fall onto the court. And that'll be a point for the Lady Eagles. Here's a serve, back half, sent over. There's Morales, dug out by Cantu. Cantu got it pushed up by Wisdom Anthony. Hobbs sends it over. Ready to play on defense. Here's the attack at the net.
And Hobbs takes 3 swipes at it, can't do anything with it. And strange looking attack from Thurman. All she could do is kind of like handle it over the net, kind of rolled along. Hobbs didn't have a chance at that one, and it's now 15-7. Here's the attack, and it's going to be long on the serve. That'll be a Hobbs point, 15-8 now. Hobbs trying to stay in this. Here's Cantu. She offers up a right hand. Back line long. Point for Cruces, and it's 16-8. Thurman doing the serving duties here. She's a good one. Pushes the right hand over. Joseph can't handle. Tries to come up and two-handed over and couldn't quite get much of her gloves on it. Thurman's second offering goes right back at Joseph. Set from Gutierrez. She goes to Joseph, who she hammers that one down. Backside set from Morales. Cantu digs it out cleanly. And Joseph, that's a Wisdom Anthony gets set up on the back line. She sends long. That's a Cruces point. 18-8, your score here. Thurman to serve. Sends it down. Cantu. Joseph smacks it over. Set up backside. Jackson sends it over into the Hobbs half, and Anthony hustles past the bench trying to get to it. Good hustle there from Anthony, but unfortunately unable to do anything, and Cruces gets another point. 19-8 your score. Thurman with the right hand into the net. Lady Eagles get another opportunity to serve. Gutierrez is going to do the serving duties here. Gutierrez with the right hand. Berard. Backside Morales. Blocked at the net. Good job there by Cunningham and Souter. They knocked that one down for another Hobbs point. Second serve. Sends that one into the back half. Short set, pounded down. And that was Kiana Washington. Check that, Kiana Cox. Number 14 that pushes that down. 20-10 your score here. Hobbs on the attack. Here comes Joseph with the right hand. They're going to call that one in. And it's a Hobbs point. It's 20-11. Nice little hop serve there from Joseph. She gets a lot of power on it. Sent back, and good job there by number 13. That's Brendolyn Jackson. And Jackson on the attack gets the point there. And that takes the score to 21-11. Right-handed over. Dug out by Anthony. Here's a set from Gutierrez. Back to Joseph. Joseph goes for the back line. Called in from every angle. 21-12 your score. Lady Eagles will be facing Artesia on the 14th. Next game listed here on the schedule in Max Preps. But a 2-week delay here before the next game. Hobbs on the attack here. Cruces digs out. Barrera sends over. Gets a nice set from Gutierrez. Here comes Anthony. Oh, actually the set was long. Anthony had to adjust herself on the fly. And that'll be a point for Cruces here, making it 22-12. Barrera. Right hands it up, fires with the right hand. Joseph goes down, digs it out, but unfortunately she put it too far and into the hands of Alexis Massey, who just pushes it down to the floor. 23-12. Barrera jumps it over. Cantu digs. Here's Gutierrez. And hammered down by Anthony. That's textbook, folks. 23-13. Couldn't draw it up any better. Here's Cunningham to serve. Cunningham with the right hand into the net. I think Cruces is one point away from ending this. Sending in their serving special. It's Cameron Rodriguez trying to finish this thing out. 24-13 your score here. Hobbs trailing 2-1 set total. Rodriguez sends game point over. Cantu digs it out. Back line, Joseph, and Joseph hammers one down. A lot of power there from Joseph. Hobbs still alive, 24-14. Puts the ball in the hands of Anthony. If you want anybody serving, that may be who it is. Anthony with the right hand. Drops down onto the court. Here's Morales backside. She sends along, and Hobbs still alive, 24-15. Anthony working quickly. Gets the signal to serve. Anthony steps, fires. Back half, controlled by the Cruces squad. And that one's going to be long and out. But they're going to call one of the Lady Eagles underneath the net, and that'll be it. 25-15 your final here in the fourth game. So Cruces ends up coming away with a victory, 25-15, 25-18. Hobbs takes one 25-19 before falling 25-15 in the final. Hobbs Lady Eagles don't play for another couple of weeks. They play in Artesia. I believe it's on the road. Let me check the schedule here. It is on the road against Artesia, 6:30 p.m. on the 14th of September. I don't see anything else listed here on the schedule. They fall to 2-2 on the season. Las Cruces improves to 6-2 on the season. And they will be taking on Oregon Mountain on the 25th of September. So the Lady Eagles 2-2 on the season, looking forward to working toward Artesia. And we'll, of course, have the home games covered here live on the YouTube streaming channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Appreciate you watching and listening tonight. Y'all have a good night.